FYI, the stream is now started.
Oh. Okay.
I just wanted you to know, in case
Thank you.
in case you wished to moderate your.
In case I wish to, talk about things of a personal nature, or, perhaps burp.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Right then. You were thinking about burping.
I was. I was not aware.
Well,
Okay.
I don't know. You seemed to indicate that you were, in fact, thinking about that.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware that I had indicated that. But that's okay. Well, speaking of an empathy lens, and this is a little personal, but I think it's important. Just to establish my bona fides as somebody who is thick as a post sometimes. Rhea and I have, you may have heard that my partner Rhea and I had been crossing wires a lot lately. Oh,
Yes.
do you want me to add the video of you to the stream?
Well, I figured that, since I was knitting.
Yeah. Okay. Are you making more panties? It's a funny joke. Come on. It's a funny joke.
No.
It's a funny joke.
No,
It's not a funny joke?
unless you are talking of elephant-sized people. No.
I guess I don't think of it as funny because A, I would never knit undergarments, and B, this is a classic shape for a shawl. This is actually a shawl that is started in the middle. Only the middle panel is round.
Gotcha. Well, I shall
So,
avoid that.
I can't finish something without starting.
Yeah. Hey, I have a question for you real quick.
I can't.
Is it possible for you to adjust your camera such that oh, how pretty. That's the one you were making earlier?
That's the finished blocked product.
Okay. Thank you. So yeah. So
I'm
like
adjusting my camera so that
if you could angle down a little bit more, because right now there's a lot of white. Okay, not that much. Up a little. The other way, just a tad. Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay. Now I will see if I can make the camera come into the stream.
cameras in the stream, that is what we want. No one in between, cause we can't be wrong. Sail away with me to a video world where we can watch when it
That's true.
Yes?
Yeah.
Sorry, my special contribution to the world is that I am constantly singing something. I'm constantly making up songs.
Mm-hmm.
I am actually a songwriter, which is funny because nobody's ever heard of any of my songs, but I am actually a songwriter.
I've heard of your songs.
Well, yes, that's because you know me, darling.
Know and love.
If you were just you would never...
Huh?
I know of your songs.
And you know me, darling.
I know of your songs before I knew you.
That's because you are in a tiny little group of people.
Which are all nobody.
I mean, pretty much, yeah. So the shawl I'm making right now, if you're interested, and I know you're not, but I'm going to tell you anyway. The shawl that I'm making right now is called a hat, So it's based on the Shetland Island Haapsalu designs, and most Shetland Island shawls were square or rectangular, and I don't really like square and rectangular shawls, so I'm going with their sort of truncated half pattern because it is a triangle, and I find that triangles fit better over my shoulders than do rectangles and squares.
Oh, okay. I think I did it. Let's see. Okay, there you are. All right.
What did you did?
I got I have you on the screen.
My camera to the stream.
I did add your camera to the stream.
Very nice.
I mean, it's not pretty. I'll have to
Well, I'm not pretty, so it's all good.
Hey, now stop that. I have it's like I have a what's it? I have a that makes it small. What do I do? Okay. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about it now. I have like a blue border around my camera, and I don't have that for you on this screen, but that's okay. It's at least, it's there, and you are knitting. I should put knitting in the description. So, anyway, I had started, oh, let me get the stream announcement out there. Oh, speaking of, here is the stream URL if you want to pass it along to Wolfgang or anything. I will drop it in the Awenia General.
Yeah. I think Wolfgang's in Awenia, so he could get it from there, but it won't matter.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he wants to watch, he can watch. Like, he's welcome to participate, even. I just,
Wolfgang, would you prepare me another cup of tea? Because I can't lean forward right now because I'm on camera and it will be ugly.
Oh. Okay. Alright, so I am now going to take this URL and place it amongst my Blue Sky announcements.
You're very cute, Wolfgang. You are super, super cute.
I bet I would think he was cute too if I was interested in dudes at all, which I am not. But, you know.
I don't know why you have to always tell us that, Kela, because we know already.
Because the people who might be listening to our potential podcast for the first time might not know that. I mean, the screen does have a big fucking Progress Pride flag on it, so maybe it was dumb of me to say.
Yeah.
But,
Kela, no, because not everybody on the Progress Pride flag is just straight up gay or lesbian.
that is true.
We all like many things.
That is, in fact, why it
Many
is the
things
Progress
we like.
Proud. Oh my God! I'm over the character limit.
Yes.
I'm over the character limit by like 97. Okay, I'm gonna take out the sentence about Wolfgang. Still 25 over.
You see today's mug?
13 over. Okay, instead of have been talking, I will say are talking.
Okay. And you have to look at my mug.
Give me just a second. Okay, I am one character under. Well, I was going to put knitting in here somewhere. Let me take off this is a chest. No, I like this as a chest. I'm going to take off the heroics and mythics thing. And then I'm going to put knitting. Okay, that gives me 17 characters, which is more than enough. Knitting, empathy, blah blah blah, 9 characters free. Posting the announcement.
I've been holding up this mug for 10 minutes straight.
I'm sorry.
Kela needs to
Just a
come and look at
second.
my mug.
I see the mug now. Wherever did you get those neat shoes? It's a long story. Alice meets Dorothy. Okay.
What? I love that mug. It is a nifty mug.
Well, they should have been silver, but you know. I do love that Wicked made them silver like they were supposed to be. Don't you?
Yes. Yep.
And so you have not seen Project Hail Mary, so I may not discuss it with you.
You can discuss it. I don't care about spoilers, remember? I can point out what's different about the book, because I did read the book.
Nah. I only saw it once and I missed so much of it because of the... Well, not so much of it, it's just that the parts I missed were fucking critical. Like,
I love how you...
Hmm? You love how me?
I love how I always tell you that I don't care about spoilers, and you continue to follow your spoiler rules anyway with me.
This isn't about spoilers. This is about I don't remember enough, and nor did I see the entire film.
Ah, okay, alright.
Okay, I think I'm actually all set up now.
I tried to get Wolfgang to see it with me yesterday, but he would not.
Why? It's amazing. It is so much fun. Why
Wolfgang
is...
has trouble seeing films.
Also, Gwen needed to go home. And was very clear about it.
Okay. Well, so I don't know that when we do our actual podcasting, if it's going to look like this, if it's literally going to be like you knitting and then me playing Warcraft. Although maybe that will be what it is. This is prototyping. But to get back to the point I was going to make earlier. And, you know, maybe this is, you know what, I'm going to stop prefacing it. I'm just going to tell you. Ray and I have been crossing wires a lot. And today it kind of came to a head in that I managed to infuriate them, and they actually had me come with them into the bedroom away from the children so that they could yell at me. And I actually was grateful for it, because as you may recall, I am the proud owner of the Flaming Blue Clue Shield, where there are times when I very much am trying my best to understand, but I'm still missing something. And it's not like they had not told me the things that they yelled at me before. It's just I had failed to make certain connections. And for some reason today, maybe I don't know why. All I know is that when they were expressing their displeasure to me at high volume, I connected some dots that made it all make sense to me. And the answer...
So this is a cycle that I've gone through with Wolfgang as well from time to time.
Yeah? Tell me more.
Sometimes, like for example, it took me a long time to get him to realize that when I actually say I'm hungry, that means I am so hungry that I may chomp through the wall.
Gotcha.
Not, I am hungry, and could you please start on the 5-hour cooking extravaganza?
Keep an eye out for our cooking.
Not that Wolfgang's cooking extravaganzas are ever bad. They're always amazing. He's a great cook. But when I actually get to the point to say that I'm hungry, that means I've been waiting for someone to notice that I'm hungry. Probably 3 or 4 hours.
Okay.
When you have the 5 hours cooking extravaganza done in half an hour or an hour. After you would have told me that you are now.
I don't have good enough audio from Wolfgang, so if you could repeat what he was saying or summarize it, I would appreciate it.
He said if you had said you were hungry 5.5 hours earlier.
No, but 4 hours when you started, wanting somebody to notice that you're hungry.
What if I said something then?
Yeah.
Which categorically goes away my world for guest culture? Yes.
Now, let's talk about that, because I think if we're going to have an empathy lens, that's a really good place to start. So,
Ask culture and guest culture, sure.
yeah, ask culture and guest culture.
I mean, you and I both come from guest culture, don't we?
Yes. Yes, we do. And frankly, so does Rhea, which is fun when you combine that with them having difficulty processing things and like processing their emotions quickly and turning that into viable communication. You know what I mean? Like sometimes.
So just to give you.
Yeah. Okay.
Just to give the folks at home some context, Rhea and I are both from South Carolina, although I'm a bit older than Rhea, and I'm from a different part of South Carolina than Rhea is. Kela is originally from Tennessee. So we both have a long tradition of, if you really loved me, you'd know what I want in our backgrounds. And especially true of women. So all three of us have it in spades.
Yeah.
And it makes it very difficult because the fact is that people from ask cultures and a lot of autistic people are naturally askers in general. But people
Which
from
is
ask
funny
cultures
because Rhea and I are both autistic. So, sorry, go ahead.
Right. So you probably you can understand one sometimes and the other sometimes, even though your natural inclination is to go with the guess. So Wolfgang, who comes staunchly from an ask culture, Wolfgang is German, and had his parents very direct and forthright people. His mother is a force of nature. Wolfgang feels manipulated sometimes, often, when I try
yeah,
rather than asking
I could
him
understand
for something, when I try
that
to
for
make him
sure.
guess what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And so the problem is I'm not trying to manipulate him.
Right.
I am working against centuries of woman teaching and Southern woman teaching that we're not allowed to ask for what we want. We have to make it apparent what we need, and then the right person will guess it.
Oh.
I lost my mind reading diploma during one of the moves.
I see. Okay.
So Wolfgang often says that this is me trying to get him to read my mind. And when I try to engage in asking, I feel dirty.
Why is that?
I just feel like I shouldn't. I feel like if I really needed this thing I'm asking for, he would know that I needed it. I feel like I feel somehow too uppity, too asky, too demanding. I feel demanding.
Okay.
And so I feel wrong. And when he makes me ask for something, because he's trying to prove a point, I feel even worse, because then I feel manipulated into doing this thing I don't want to do. And so it's weird, because I know that he needs this.
Right.
And yet it feels like my whole body is screaming, we don't do this.
Well, because the consequences in those guest cultures, the consequences of asking can be unpleasant. Because
Potentially violent and life-threatening?
yes.
They can be kind of bad.
It can be kind of bad.
But the thing is, I've never had my life threatened because I've asked for something, Kela. It's not part of my lived experience. I don't think my mother's ever had her life threatened because she asked for something. Not part of her life experience. And yet, here we are.
Well, I don't know if having your life threatened is the escalation that I was looking at.
To gain entry to the void storm.
That seems a bit far.
Okay, but something terrible will happen. Okay, maybe I should just go with the generic something terrible will happen.
Right, because often that is a fear. The hell has happened to my spec?
I don't know, baby. I don't know, baby.
Well, I was working on my bear spec.
So what you're seeing here is the natural flow of the...
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, what you're seeing here is the natural flow of the Kela and Gwen conversation.
Right.
Where, like, we will get on this super deep topic, and then something will happen, and then, like, 3 days later, we'll remember that we were discussing this super deep topic, and we'll come back to it uninterrupted, exactly where we ended up before.
Right.
So the bizarre, well, maybe it's not bizarre. Maybe we're clued in. We're very clued into each other, Kela and me, and so we don't. We have an unspoken understanding that wherever we go, that's where we're gonna go.
Yep. And we'll get back around to it. And it's possible that if we do start like making podcast episodes, that maybe we will try to focus a little better. I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to have at least a plan, if not a script. I don't think either one of us would be comfortable working from a straight up script. But having a plan would be a good idea, you know.
Yeah.
If only so that I don't talk about knitting.
Well, I think that we could also talk about knitting if, you know, if it becomes relevant. It could become relevant, right?
I believe knitting is always relevant.
Oh, okay.
We've also got the Second Life Fantasy Fair coming up in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
Which is gonna eat me for the duration. Just so you know, I'm committed to helping out with the shopping guide. I have to do multiple LitFest tours. I will be hosting LitFest events, and if nobody else steps up to do it, I'm going to end up coordinating poetry.
Okay.
We don't have anybody to coordinate poetry.
Hard to keep me out.
Trying to rope Nate into it, but he's hemming and hawing.
Oh,
my computer, 1 second,
you mentioning Nate reminds me, have you given any more thought to what is going to happen to the fairy yellow rag editor? The fairy tabloid lady.
Oh!
What's her name?
Yeah, Cherish Gelato.
Right.
Cherish Gelato. So Cherish has been well and truly caught, and Nate has written out the contract for her to become Awania's new press release coordinator, which means that she gets the scoop, but only as we tell her.
Right? Which is going to make her happy. Because she doesn't know? You don't think so?
She'll realize when the other shoe drops.
Okay. So
She'll
what's
realize when the other shoe drops.
what
Right
is
now,
the
she
other
thinks she's been
shoe?
given a present. The other shoe is that the present is only what we give her, and she can
Okay.
only. And the fine print of that contract makes it explicit that she can only, subject to gauge, by the way.
Oh, so she is
magically
magically inhibited from sharing the
Yeah. What kind of fairies would we be if we would magically inhibit something?
Right. Okay. So for the viewers at home who may not know, Gwen is also an author, and she writes a fantasy blog concerning the Fairy Kingdom Pocket Dimension that her Second Life character is the queen of. And you can find that at 3twistedknots.com. Is it .com?
Yeah.
Please stand by.
So again, that is 3twistedknots.com. And if you use our code EmpathyLens, you will get 20% off the already low price of free. Where, I'm kidding. There's no
that. We're already offering incentives. I like that.
Oh yeah, you know, I gotta, because if we're gonna make money at this, that's where it comes from. Like, it's not gonna be views, it's not gonna be monetization from YouTube, or like it will be.
A crude solution.
So I think it's gonna be a slow burn to start. Just because you and I are not persons of note for most of the world. You are a person of note for a very specific group of the world, and I expect all of your felt friends to be listening. But you know,
they won't be listening unless I play the harp.
Really? I mean, I'm all for you playing the harp on the show. Okay. My girlfriend Gwen here is also an internationally renowned Scottish wire harpist. So
Big eye roll from over here.
you are
That is
renowned,
what
and it
they're
is
like, a
and
fancy
it is by
party.
people in multiple countries. So, internationally renowned Scottish wire harpist is, in fact, an accurate statement. Right?
Whatever.
Mm.
I had to adjust because my knee was starting to hurt.
Oh, sorry to hear.
Okay. It's all right. I'm on the patterning row just right now, so it takes just a smidgen longer than the other rows. So I have to think and count a little bit.
Mm.
It's a pretty mindless thing, but I've got like one more iteration of this to go, and then I'm going to get into the hard bit. So we'll see how that goes.
You're going to be able to harp it?
Theranos, stand down.
Ha
I have
ha
permission
ha
from
ha.
Lord Lamar himself.
I know, I did not hear what you said. I was not trying to make a joke. What did you mean?
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna. So I've got one more iteration
I'll
of this.
take care of
There's
these
8 more rows, and then I'm gonna get into the hard bit, which is see these little loops along the edge.
Yeah?
I can pick up a stitch in all of those loops,
Okay.
and that's gonna be a bit fiddly.
I am unrelenting. Your fall is written.
It felt so good when the yellow thing came off the blocking needles today.
Yeah?
This morning, we came off last night actually, because we needed to strip the beds because we were having a guest tonight. But when it came off the blocking pins, it was just so fucking pretty. And so I spent probably about an hour weaving in all the ends so that they'll be completely invisible no matter what happens to it.
Oh, awesome.
When I give something to myself, it doesn't have to be perfect. But since if Amy really likes this, I'm going to turn around and give it to her. It has to be perfect. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
A thing has to be much more perfect if I'm giving it to someone than if I'm just using it for myself. Because I can fix any mistake that comes up, but the average wearer of the knitted shawl that I make cannot.
Legit.
One thing that you and Rhea should know, and I'll try to include this in a note when I send your shawls along. If you can at all avoid it, don't wash these because ideally once they're washed, they'll need to be reblocked.
Oh.
And that is a pain in the ass if you don't know how to do it.
Well, and also I would not have such equipment.
Well, you don't need equipment. All you need are T-pins, really, to block something. You can block it out on a bed, really. I just use the surface because it has markings on it and it makes my life easier.
What do you stick the needles in the mattress?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I've done it on the hotel bed once. But usually what I use are I use blocking mats. And you can either buy these special or they're those play mats that toddlers have.
I do.
It's the same kind of surface, and that's what I used to use. But I found the ones that I've got now. I've just seen the pictures and they've got like lines and grids and curves, so that I can make my lines straighter, my curves more regular. Good call.
Good call.
But yeah, if you can avoid avoid washing the shawls that I'm going to send you, you're going to get 3.
Okay. Why
the
3?
2 cotton ones, and then there's 1 wool one. Pardon?
Why 3? I thought it was 1 for each of us. What's up?
Well, so there's 1 for each of you, but then there's also the wool one that I made for you in the sort of trans pride colors.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So you get 2, and Rhea will get 1.
Well, that's only fair. They're only a meta after all, as far as you're concerned.
Okay, that makes me sound like a witch.
No! I was trying to be cute. Damn. See, like.
I mean, okay. I mean, I would never think of Rhea as only a meta in the same way that you would not think of Wolfgang as, just my appendage.
Right, I would never think that.
I mean, I guess in terms of my whole kitchen table poly philosophy, I really prefer for everybody to be friends. I want everybody.
Yeah, that's what I like. I
want everybody to get to know each other. Just like I mean, I'm good friends with Brendan's girlfriend, Lisa. But I'm really good friends with Brendan's girlfriend Jennifer. Because Jennifer and I have an awful lot in common. She crochets and she's learning how to knit. And so, we have like whole fiber days planned where, Brendan is just along to be kind of the guy that we're holding hands with while we're shopping.
I like it. So Brendan is local?
We have a good time. No, Brendan is in London. He's in Islington.
Okay.
Jennifer is near Oxford, and Lisa is in Sheffield. So she's actually, mileage-wise, closer to me than any of the others. But Lisa is disabled and doesn't get around a lot, and she and her husband are having a lot of money trouble because he's been out of work for a while.
All right, let's stop right there. I'm glad this is not the podcast. I think that we are going to have to be a lot more careful about real names and personal information if we're going to be doing this on.
Yeah, we are.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
we tend to get carried away when we're talking and forget that I'm streaming. And that includes me. I forget that I'm streaming, even though I really shouldn't, considering that I'm literally watching you via the camera part that I put onto the screen.
Right.
For my stream. So it shouldn't be that easy for me to forget. But, here we are.
Special coming.
Yeah, but, we lose track of everything except the conversation when we're talking to each other, which I think is probably why it's always such a good conversation.
Well, and I know that I always have a good time talking with you and vice versa. I am really hoping that it will be equally entertaining. Well, maybe not equally. Maybe that's asking a lot. But certainly somewhat entertaining for strangers.
Well, I think it would be fun, for example, if sometime we had Brendan on as a guest.
Yeah, that would be cool. Because I definitely want to have guests. Because I think that really is what makes the podcast format work. Because, I don't know if you ever listened to Lesbian Supper Club, other than that bit I made you listen to determine their accents.
Yeah. I didn't.
Okay, well, first off, major cautionary tale, because the two hosts...
They broke up.
Yeah, they were like ride or die, and then they did a podcast together and they broke up. Now, I realize those may not be correlated, but...
No, but it makes sense.
Yeah. And honestly, they hardly ever have guests on that show. And they are interesting to listen to, but I feel like having a guest is what makes it not monotonous. Because I feel like you and I would start
you don't
telling the
necessarily
same
have to have a
stories.
guest every episode, but it's good.
Yeah, maybe not every episode for sure. But I feel like maybe most episodes. And I feel like maybe if we're going to do this empathy thing,
I don't
because
know.
I do think that doing the empathy thing is potentially a positive good. It is kind of the sort of thing that we could build community around, which is going to be important if we're going to do this. Because how it's going to work out, I think, is we're just basically going to have to throw the podcast out into the void and see if, as we develop a listenership, I think then the next thing that we do is either start a Patreon or start a start our own thing. Because like you don't necessarily need to go through Patreon. I know because I love Taliesin and Evitel so much. They are wow.
Yeah, no, I have a Patreon. I do, yeah.
I know that you know what these things are. What I'm saying is, because I watch them so much, and because they are sponsored by Squarespace, I know what some of the things that they do. And while they have a Patreon,
Champion, I know what to do. I'll need to
they
attune
also
the
have
sinister
things
to the
like,
Void Storm.
you know, they have a Squarespace website,
Is that monstrosity?
and
You keep it on.
Squarespace offers the, what's it? The money shit. Like you can set up a subscription payment. You can set, and like if we did that, like, I don't know. I mean, there are people who use Patreon. So maybe Patreon would be the way to go just for user buy-in or whatever. But we also could just do our own thing via via the website. And something that occurred to me just now is if you're going to be knitting during the show, which I think is actually fucking great. I think it's honest that you're sitting there knitting. We could have you knit things during the show. And you know, it might take, like, you put the project aside or something, or maybe not, I don't know. But like one of the things that could happen would be the knitting, the knitted thing that might be then available to our, you know, our members. Like it could be a lottery. It could be a, oh, you know, if you want to do a special thing to help the show, buy this thing that we knitted when we were talking to, you know, this person, and you know, for more money than you might expect, you know, for a knitted thing, because that's leveraging the parasocial relationship to our benefit, which is what we need to do. It sounds cynical to say, but like it's what we need to do. I am experiencing ridiculously stupid over 1 second lag in my game. I am going to try to cycle my IP address and see if that makes a difference. It should not break the stream. Okay. It should be just a blip because it's very fast to do that. If you are the sort of person who remembered when you had to start Windows from the DOS prompt by typing win, you know? I know ye old IP config commands and such, which means I can switch the IP address quite quickly. Let me get to a safe place. Okay, I am in a safe place. I am stopped. So if this goes south, the worst thing that happens is that I need to restart the stream. But we'll see what happens. I'm gonna pop to Windows.
Okay.
I am going to command prompt, and I am doing the thing. BRB, hopefully quickly. Well, that was fast. That was very fast.
Yep. And you're here.
I'm back. The stream thing says no data. And then it says excellent. So
Okay.
it's back. Okay. And here we are. And I still have over a second lag. So what
Oh,
do
I'm
I
sorry
do?
about that.
What do? I mean, it's doable. Like for what I was doing, which was just running a heroic because I needed a thing from it. I need these currency that you use to make to upgrade your gear, and I've actually been doing content that rewards higher gear currencies. So it's funny, I was able to fully upgrade my heroic pieces, but my champion pieces I can't upgrade because I don't have enough of the currency because I was doing other stuff. This, by the way, is my outfit for this character, and I love it so much. I wish I could claim credit for it, but it is in fact a set that you get for doing the heritage armor or the heritage quest for this race, the Heroneer. And so maybe it's a little boring or common that I am wearing the heritage armor for the race, but it's just so damn pretty, Gwen. And you can't see it really.
The thing is, if you like it and it works, I don't think that's boring. I think that's what you want to do.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, you don't have to be Edgelord Kela to succeed at things.
Well, I mean, my general outfits are not so much edgelord as they are, please fuck me, you know, but whatever.
Okay.
You know me, I like my slut mogs. But,
You do.
But, like, okay. But see, like, this one is my DPS and healing outfit, which is, of course, the combination of the top from the Magical Girl series outfit, and, of course, the skull that makes my face, I mean, the crown that makes my face a skull, along with the blue miniskirt and the blue foot wraps. Blue gloves, a corsage, because it's nice, and of course the Sprite Darter wings, which are kind of my signature. But I did not put the Sprite Darter wings on this one because the shoulders are so fucking cool looking with the stuff coming off of them. Wow, so that is still such low, not low is the wrong word, high latency. Am not fan, do not like, wish would stop. But, you know, can't do it. Can't do anything about it. I am powerless to control the internet. If I could control the internet,
How dare
things
you
would
be powerless to control the internet?
Well, I was going to say, if I could control the internet, it would be a different world. Oh, shit. That actually looks really good with my signature wingies. Do I want to change it, though? Honestly, it really doesn't so much matter because this is the set that I use when I'm tanking, and when I'm tanking, I turn into a bear. And you can't actually see what clothes I'm wearing. Oh well. I can handle a second worth of lag. I'm not sure I can handle a second worth of lag if I was going to do a Mythic Plus. But I don't think I will. Because that's not the thing I need. I need currency that comes from heroics. I'm not going to get gear from heroics, but I can upgrade gear, which is importante. And that interests you and our dear listeners not at all. So I'm going to stop talking about WoW unless somebody asks.
Depends on who the listener is, frankly.
It's true. It does depend on who the listener is. So I have... What do you mean I don't have it? What? Why is it not letting me have them? Maybe I'll do some Mythic Zero. Because looking at what the thing drops. I actually really like the gear system in WoW now. They've done a lot of work to take the RNG out of whether or not you can upgrade your gear. Because they made it deterministic by having it keyed to a currency that you can earn. You know? So you're not just dependent on random number generator as to whether or not you get what you're looking for. But I am completely out of veteran and adventure, but I don't need any more adventure except that I could use them to trade up. But I already traded up all the ones that I could. So what I'm really missing right now are veterans, and it says to do heroic season dungeons. But I also could use some champions, and that comes from Mythic Keystones. I don't feel like delving. It says weekly outdoor events. What does that mean? I'm not even sure. Oh well. Enough of that WoW talk that is boring even me at this point. Oh, you're just sitting there looking absolutely disenchanted with everything I'm saying. I love it. I think
I'm looking at 4mm needle tips because I'm going to need longer needles.
Okay. What the hell? What am I missing? Why does it say everything is an upgrade for what I'm wearing? So that's a 7% upgrade for balance, really? Oh yeah, because maybe I shouldn't be doing DPS with an agility weapon equipped. How the fuck did that happen? I think I screwed up my... No, I'm in bear mode. Oh! Okay, I'm confused. Actually, Warcraft is confused. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bouncy wouncy. That's what I'm going to do. Are you going to bouncy wouncy? I am going to bouncy wouncy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log out of Warcraft and log back in and hope that when I do log back in that it will stop being so stupid. So while I am out of the game, there will be a black screen. So this is as good a time as any to change this. I'm going to do duplicate this scene, and I'm going to call this one Big Talk Gwen. So now I have these two. I have these two windows. So if I take, well, I need to log back into WoW so I can see what is going to be WoW on the screen. This is the fun part of setting things up, because I'm using OBS instead of OBS Studio, because OBS Studio is
Costs money?
Yes, it costs money to do anything interesting. And honestly, you can do absolutely everything in in OBS Studio that you can do in Streamlabs, provided you are willing to create the scenes yourself. And it's also possible that you can adapt scenes from Streamlabs, but I think that is probably stealing? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Or at least fiddly, yeah.
When I was using Streamlabs, I don't know if you even remember. I might have switched over before we reconnected last year.
I think you were always using OBS since we've been streaming things together.
Okay, so it was probably the other thing. But what I did is I had a Streamlabs thing, and there was a free set, and I wonder if the free set I'll have to look at it. But what it did is there was a scene transition, like when I switched from one view to another, and in between every scene transition, there was like a fade to black and this cool animated pride color heart. And then it would go into the other scene. So there's it was like a transitional scene, and I found some settings in OBS that control that shit. But I did not look further at it than that. And that might honestly get annoying for the podcast, but I don't know. It could be like that thing where you switch scenes.
Depends on I think it depends on how often you do it in an episode.
Fair.
Because fancy transitions look okay if there are just a couple of them, but if you're going to be doing a lot of transitioning, just from my knowledge of teaching iMovie and Final Cut Pro, I can tell you that that a simple crossfade is so much more elegant, and it does not detract from what you're doing.
Right.
So unless you're doing like jump cuts and stuff like that, it's almost always, I think, better to use the simpler approach, unless you've got something really special to do. So you could keep the special, like, Rainbow Pride thing for a special occasion transition, but you definitely want to go with the simpler transition for the regular everyday kind of thing.
Well, and honestly, if we were going to be doing
and all that,
if we were going to be doing the podcast for reals, like not just prototyping it here, then I would want a whole separate set of scenes, because I would need to have WoW scenes and Baldur's Gate scenes and whatever.
Not only that, I would want us to have a style guide.
Yes. Which is honestly another thing.
Means that keeping things consistent.
Which is another thing you can do with Squarespace. And if you follow this link to squarespace.com/empathylens, then, you know, you can get no deal because we are not currently sponsored. But hey, Squarespace, I'm interested.
I think our combination of interests might be a little too eclectic for most people. Although then again, a lot of the podcasters you like are quite eclectic.
They are. So for Big Talk here, I am going to put you at the... Oh, no, not this screen. Move. I'm going to put you at the top left. And I'm going to make the screen bigger. Now, how did I make it so that... I can't remember. I did something with your screen when we were playing Baldur's Gate, and I was able to make it not have these black letterbox bars at the top and bottom, and I can't.
Right. I don't remember how you did it, but I know you had to look it up.
Yeah, I'll have to work on that later. But see this, let's see, at this point, if I put your camera there like that, it does block out a portion of the screen, but theoretically what's happening on the screen is not nearly as important as what's happening in the cameras and our discussion, because we're podcasting.
Right.
You know, I mean, obviously I could make the standard like Talking Heads news show scene that has us side by side with maybe a banner, you know, but boring. I'm thinking kind of the gimmick is that we're both ADHD as fuck, so you're knitting and I'm playing a game, or we're both playing a game while we talk about stuff, you know.
Yeah,
but maybe that's not a great gimmick. I don't know. We're just gonna have to try it and see if it sticks to the wall, because it's not something we can turn on and make it happen. We're just going to have to do it and collect an audience and hopefully have that audience transition to either a Patreon or a subscription option through the web. And honestly, like, the subscription initiative could be as simple as, like, we do a private episode where, you know, it never goes out on the podcasting services.
Yeah.
You know, and like we maybe we take patrons as the guests, or like kind of as like a like what we would do, because like we would make a Discord, because you got to have a Discord. So we would make a Discord for the show, and like that would be where, like, because you only give Patreons access to the Discord, right? Theoretically. That's how Taliesin does it. But Taliesin's Patreon is $1 a month. And that's all they ask, which is another thing that we should talk about, because like adding all sorts of different tiers of things you get if you pay more is a lot. And I feel like you and I could easily obligate ourselves out of our ability to do things.
Into oblivion. Yes.
So it's got to be simple. It's got to be okay, how do I make this one bigger? How do I make this one bigger? Okay, so I picked the color source, and now I'm going to make the color source the size I want. Let's say that's a good match. And then I take the camera source, and I make the camera source fit in. Oh dear, that didn't work well. Okay, take the color source and move it there so it works. This really is a cheap hack the way I put a blue border around my camera, but it works, and that's all that matters, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Wolfgang. Amy says she's got everything together and she's dressed. So I'm going to be watching for her time that she's leaving pretty soon.
How far away is she coming from? Edinburgh?
She is taking the train. She's taking the train up from Glasgow, which is about an hour's train ride.
Oh, Glasgow. Is that further south than Edinburgh? Or is it the other way around?
Yes. No, Glasgow is further south than Edinburgh. Edinburgh is closer to us as the crow flies, but because of the number of train stops in between us, the train to Edinburgh is actually closer to 2 hours, and Glasgow is almost never more than an hour.
Okay. Well, you'll be glad to know that after restarting my Warcraft, the lag is now worse. So...
Oh. I am not glad to know that, actually. That makes me sad.
Well,
I want you to be able to do what you do.
I am annoyed by it, but what you gonna do, you know? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Goat's butter.
I absolutely cannot control what they're doing. And, so...
Who are you gonna call? Goat's butter.
Goat's butter? Okay. Hey, we have a listener, or a watcher,
Definitely
as
goat's
the
butter.
case might be.
Hi, listener.
Please, by all that you desire, listener, we are completely open to discuss whatever topic that you would like to hear about. If you want to do that, there's YouTube chat. And really that's all I got for you, because I'm going to open the chat here by typing something in it. There, I have typed
One thing I'd really like to do once we start to formalize.
Yeah.
One thing I'd like to do once we start to formalize kind of the podcast itself is I would like to revisit the conversation about guest versus ask culture.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because I think it's an important component of understanding why empathy doesn't always work as easily as we'd like it to, because we may be dealing with people who are communicating in completely different ways from us.
Uh-huh.
If that makes the sense.
It does make the sense.
I am rolling up double yarn overs here, which is kind of fun. Because when you make a double yarn over, you have to knit one, purl one into it. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it becomes just a big ass hole.
Damn. You know, I had just sent the link.
I know.
I had just sent the link to my friend Q, and I wonder if it's Q joining. If that's you, Q, say something.
Hi, Q,
say something either here or in our Discord chat where I sent you the URL. Because there it is. You see how I used an initial instead of telling the person's name? Because that is a better thing to do if somebody is, you know.
Yes.
Because you don't want someone to be able to listen to your podcast and be able to track down somebody and murder them, you know, or harass them.
Yeah. But see here, I really just thought your friend was named Q because of Star Trek, so, you know.
They are named Q, and it is because of Star Trek.
Uh-huh.
Q is one of their names. I don't want to say more because I don't want to make it possible for them to be looked up. But they are a friend of mine that I've known for, I want to say, about 7 or 8 years. I think.
Okay.
I think actually I knew them maybe before Rhea got back in my life. So they do not know how to turn chat on. Well, that is a good question, my friend. I am going to open my iPad and use the link that I sent you and see what it looks like, because it's quite different when this is my iPad I got for my birthday. This is oh, it turned off. Why did it turn off?
I don't know, babe.
Okay. Well, I was trying to show that it has a cute picture of Rhea on the cover, but no, don't do that. Give me Touch ID. All right, going to Discord, going to Q's chat. The hell? Oh, I see. What's happening? Well, that doesn't look helpful. It's just a black screen. What the fuck? Oh yeah, that's right. Q says that they were with me. They met me when I was with my girlfriend previous to Rhea, who was the schizophrenic who didn't tell me that they were schizophrenic.
Right.
Okay, so when I click this, I'm going to YouTube, which is what it should be. And then it opens up. And there we are. And the live chat is right there on the side. Maybe you need to take it out of theater mode. If you have it in theater mode, Q, it might not be showing the chat. Well, I don't remember her name either, because I tried to block her out of my life. So...
Wolfgang.
Okay, so I've now said testing from viewer side, from the viewer side, and that went into the chat. Yeah, so as far as opening it, man, I don't know what to tell you, because it's just right there for me. But it might just be right there for me because I am the person who owns the stream. So it's my account. I don't know. Gwen, would you like to see if you can figure out how to turn chat on or toggle chat for if you were
I mean, I
watching
thought that if you're in full screen, you should come out of it for the video, because that way that's what makes the chat show up like right next to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so Amy is going to be heading to the station in the next half hour, and so she needs to. Let's see, that's going to put her in Glasgow at about 3:30 or 4 p.m. our time.
Which is what now?
Which gives us 2 hours to kill before dinner at Farah's tonight.
I think I'm going to leave this queue and re-queue with healer because queuing his tank is not providing instant pop as I normally expect it to. So I'm now going to say that I will do all 4 things: tank, heal, DPS, and also be the leader of the party. Now let's see if this gets me in quicker, because I really don't want to just sit time.
The laundromat. Sorry, you said leader of the pack.
Did I? I don't remember leading of the pack.
So I had to sing the song.
Didn't I just say
You
leader
said
of
leader
the
of the, and I just heard pack in my head.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I met her in the dungeon crawl. How about that? How's that? You're supposed to react positively to my singing.
Oh! Oh, yes. Yes, exactly. Super positive I am. Very, very positive.
Oh my god.
Okay, Q.
That was so sincere. I cannot.
Q has to leave us.
You must leave us.
Q must leave us, but thank you for coming. Q, did you ever manage to get the chat working, or I'm so confused as to why you don't see it. Is that why nobody ever chats? Is because nobody can see the chat but me?
Nobody can find the chat, yes.
Jesus. Well, I mean, we should figure that out before we start podcasting, because community building is kind of important. We got to have those interactions with listeners. What am I running to? Oh, a world quest. That's cool. I'll go do a world quest. Oh my god, literally a second between when I press buttons and when something happens. That is so annoying!
I am probably going to need to let you go in the next half hour. Because
well, I mean, that's
I need
fine.
To get
in the
dressed and ready.
In the next 15 minutes, I need to start waking up my kids that I have to do things with soon.
Oh, okay, right. So we've got a time limit on us anyway. I just wanted to let you know that that
Well,
was going to happen because I need to get
and
ready and get.
It being Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. PDT, they are going to shut down Warcraft in the North American region, because they always do that. At on Tuesday they do a reboot.
Server rebumps.
So that'll be. Forest Riders Lost River. Okay. Well, I just found a treasure that was worth 20 gold, which would make me feel good if 20 gold was actually useful right now. But considering that the enchants that I need for my gear, some of them are 15,000 gold, because of the the mythic race to world first, which is what is happening in Warcraft right now. Oh, I was gonna find the meta bear spec and put it on. Not useful. I really need to not talk about Warcraft so much when we do this, unless somebody asks a Warcraft question. Because just kind of narrating what I'm doing, I'm kind of doing what Wolfgang said of not stopping talking, but still, I don't know that I don't know that that's helpful in the podcast context. Like, you don't want there to be dead silence in a podcast, but also I did not mean to cut you off. See, there's that cross-Atlantic lag, which is going to be a thing.
Well, no, it's just that it's just that the only thing with you talking constantly is that I have trouble breaking into the conversation. Okay. Yeah, we don't want that. So from my point of view, like, I'm waiting for you to take a pause, and then if you take a pause, you only take a very short pause, and then you feel like you're cutting me off. Because what I was trying to do was take advantage of a pause, see?
Yeah. So perhaps a deliberate trying not to pontificate, and if I am done talking, I really should just wait. And even if it seems like it's too long, I will wait. Because cross-Atlantic lag.
So if that happens, yeah. And we're gonna have to get used to we're gonna have to get used to calculating about how long that is for us. Mm-hmm. Because it's gonna probably feel different from both directions.
Yeah.
And it just means that we're gonna need to. Yeah, I mean, I won't say. I know that we're always listening to each other, so we're not. It's not so much about the listening. It's more about the recognizing when it's time for the other person to have a chat. You know what I mean?
Well, and I feel like that would be easier were I paying close attention to your body language and such on camera, but that doesn't work when I'm doing the gameplay, which is kind of the shtick. So...
Understood.
Right, I'm not saying what you said is a bad idea. I think what you said is absolutely correct. It's absolutely correct. And I just got to figure out how to do it without paying attention to your face. Yeah.
Yeah. So I get that. You can't watch everything at once. And I can't, ascribe amazing superpowers to you, even though I would like to.
I wish I had amazing superpowers. That would be nice.
Wolfgang, you're going to need to start getting ready to go in the next 10 minutes or so. Is that all right with you? Okay. Wolfgang's been napping on the couch next to me. Because he's adorable.
So are you like going to the train station, or what's the deal?
He is. We're going to go to the train station to meet her because he's not familiar with her.
Fair enough. Are you gonna have Wolfgang holding up a sign with her name on it?
No, it's not that big a train station.
That's what would make it more interesting, even. You could do like a whole thing.
Would make it more interesting to have. Wolfgang should be
wearing a suit with a driving cap and holding a poster board with her name.
I'm pretty sure. Wolfgang doesn't even own a suit, so
You're right. I own 2 suits.
Do you?
Is one of them your birthday suit?
What has come to us from the Andersons?
Is one of them your birthday suit?
Definitely his birthday suit.
Then we have to count to 3.
Oh, thank you. Wolfgang has ordered me a box of soothers for my throat thing.
Yay!
You got me cookies. Gingerbread Oreos, indeed. Thank you.
It's almost like he loves you or something.
More gingerbread Oreos. It's like he owes something.
Like I owe something, yes.
You've given us some breathing room, and for that, you have my thanks.
All right, I'm going to get to the end of this row, which ends my repeat. The next repeat is my very last repeat, and after that I have to start doing the complex shit.
What the hell? This is one of the dungeons we're doing?
Yes. Yes, I plan to do that dungeon. I'm sorry you didn't know.
No, okay, so the way that they've been doing Mythics for the last couple of seasons is they put 4 dungeons that are from the new expansion, and then 4 from older expansions that usually are thematically relevant to the story of this
New expansion of love. Say what? New expansion.
Well, this dungeon is...
Welcome to Algathar Academy. I am delighted that you received our invitation. The school is a touch behind schedule, but I have heard wondrous things about your capabilities. Perhaps you could help us?
Welcome to the Dragon Isles.
New students. How wonderful. It has been quite some time since the academy has been open.
The aspects are returned.
Fatality! Our history professor next door is almost ready for lessons.
I actually really like this dungeon. It's a lot of fun. There's only one boss fight that is really frustrating, and it's only a problem on mythic difficulties, and then only if your party is stupid.
So here's where I'm up to before we end our call.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Fatality. So there'll be about another this far on the top of this, and then what happens is I'm going to pick up all these stitches around the edges.
Okay.
And I'm probably going to use an I-cord cast off, since this part here is actually this part is the top of the saw where my little nose is. And then the bottom of this little triangle is part of the middle of the saw, because I'm going to pick up stitches all the way around the triangle, and then we're going to knit around.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a traditional Shetland technique.
Okay.
For something called hot kaloo.
Okay.
And It's yeah, so it's very I'm being very careful to sort of like follow all the traditional little steps and stitch bits and stuff, which is kind of fun. And all these holes are created by wrapping the yarn around the needle not once but twice. So that's why you have a big hole here, whereas on something like this, all of the holes are wrapping the yarn around the needle once. So they're not as structured as the big holes on the other piece.
Please excuse the mess.
And I know
It
that's
has been
about as
quite some
exciting
time
to me
since
as
students
walking
have been
bread
here.
bake. So
Well, I mean, it's about as exciting to me as my discussion of Warcraft particularities is to you, I imagine. In that it is complex
I
and
am
interesting
very
and...
happy with how this turned out.
Huh?
If you look at the little pointy bit,
Yeah, I love the pointy
it
bits.
really, it looks great, doesn't it?
It does.
Fatality!
Now,
Despite the very loud.
is that basically like for a pop of color, or is it actually going to provide warmth in the cold? Huh?
This is wool. This is wool.
Oh, okay.
And something with something that's a wool mohair blend is even warmer and feels even lighter. It's wool and mohair together feel like gossamer, whereas this has some bulk to it when it's twisted together. You see?
What does mohair feel like alone?
Like a cloud.
Like a cloud?
Like a cloud. It's
Okay.
fuzzy, so it's like a mohair is goat hair,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's very very soft and very very fuzzy.
So it is not, in fact, the pelt of a moe.
Here we are.
No, the mold
Long
sadly
ago,
became extinct.
members of the Blue
Okay.
Dragon Flight accidentally overloaded an arcane elemental and created a
That's great,
powerful
semicolon. We're getting ready to head to the
Maximus
station from
that
here.
it
Full stop.
quickly
See you soon!
started to
Exclamation mark.
havoc.
Okay. You said it's an hour train ride, right?
Yeah, it's an hour train ride, but we're gonna have to catch 2 buses to get to the bus stop to get to the train station.
Oh,
So-
okay.
And plus my getting ready time is kind of long
Fair enough.
because I'm gonna insist on having some makeup on
Yeah.
and probably a pair of earrings. You know.
Yeah, legit.
So I'm going to let you go now
Okay.
so that I can get upstairs and pop on half of my clothing.
All right.
And yeah, just kind of get everything together from there because I got a pair of newly washed jeans down here that I'll be wearing to the train station. Yay!
Spread
So excited! Newly washed jeans, oh my god!
I like it.
And of course, in preparation for my for going to see Project Hail Mary on Sunday, which didn't happen, I washed my hair, so I didn't have to wash my hair before going to
Yay!
the doctor's appointment. That wasn't the doctor's appointment I expected.
Well, did they at least set up the doctor's appointment you expected?
No, they said the doctor would do that.
Okay. That seems dumb, but whatever.
Apparently, they're not allowed to set up those appointments. I don't know.
Well, like, does the doctor know that you need such appointment and will set it up, or?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes, it's been informed. This all comes from a referral around the things that I need.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So there's another stylistic question. You know, when I play Warcraft on stream, I always have my minimal EDM music playing in the background.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's almost something I don't think about because it's kind of like what I'm used to, but I don't know. Like, I don't do that when we're playing Baldur's Gate, for instance.
Right.
But like Warcraft, I do because it's kind of. I mean, honestly, it's a bit of a psychological trick because the what am I saying?
I don't know if I knew I would be completing your sentence.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking how to put it. You know, it's not a playlist. I basically am running one of these. This thing has been streaming since like February of 2022. Like it's a live stream that's been going since. And so obviously someone is operating it to put, you know, music out there that I'm not sure what the incentives are. Maybe it is that if you're watching a YouTube stream, supposedly there are ads, but I never get ads watching this stream, so I really don't understand. It may be that it's like a record label that's trying to promote their people or something. I don't know. But what I do know is that it's basically chill and simple, you know, 120 BPM
Okay.
kind of dancing music.
Okay.
Maybe not the best background.
Okay. You're probably not watching me because if you were, you would notice that I started picking at my face, which means I'm really anxious.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Please do continue.
So
I will stop talking.
No. I really need to let you go.
Oh, got it. Oh, please do let me go. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it.
All right. I love you lots.
Okay. And since somebody
And
is,
I will talk to you soon.
I love you also as well. And I hope you have a wonderful visit with your friend. And
I hope so too.
may I expect that we will not hang out tomorrow? Because
That was the expectation that I hoped you would take.
yeah, that's what I figured. So,
Okay.
cool beans.
All right.
Don't be sorry. It's all right. It's all good.
Okay. Okay, love you, bye.
Love you. Bye. Okay, well, person watching, it's just us now. Did you have anything that you would like to ask? Because I am happy to
Look at this lish referee.
answer.
Wait, what are these birds doing here?
If you drop away, I will stop streaming because there is no point to the stream as it was titled anymore if Gwen is not here. So
Now we need to clear out the big one. I will activate the goals for Lishrath. That is talent toss for you soft skins. Use them to get her attention. At least we know that works. Watch yourselves.
Defensive. AOE incoming. Frontal. Defensive. AOE incoming.
We have the goals working again. Use these.
Defensive. AOE incoming. Frontal. Wait, Ichistras. There's too much life magic. What are you doing?
Me? There is too much nature. What are you doing?
What is that thing? This is your fault.
Absolutely not!
Please, help us, new students.
Defensive. Watch your step. You died. Defensive. Watch your step. AOE incoming. Defensive. Watch your step. We have been gone for some time. The growth here. Ah, the way should be clear. Please head to my office and wait. I hear new students that require my personal attention. Greetings, New. Who are you? You are not registered here. This room is only for students. Head to the registrar at once!
Fatality!
These are sacred airs of learning.
Think about what you have done. 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 Debuff on you. Spread soon. Think about what you have done. Watch your feet. Run out. You will not pass the semester! Think about what you have done! Debuff on you. Spread soon. Generic! Learn from this! Watch your feet. Run out. You will not pass the semester! Think about what you have done! Debuff on you. Spread soon. Think about what you have done! Go to the corner! Oh dear. It seems the parameters I wove into my out-of-office spell were a bit extreme. Thank you for all your help in getting the school ready.
Fatality!